Welcome back to YIIK, everyone. This is part 2 of a Let's Play, so if you haven't seen the first part, recommend watching that first. In part 1, we basically started the game up and got to the point where we've unlocked Panda here, who apparently is Alex's best friend. Off-screen, I did do a little bit of research as into what the Deep Strike and Abu Infinity do. Essentially, Deep Strike reverts the game back to its original pre-patch combat mechanics, except you enable it on a per character basis, which is interesting. I'm going to just continue using the modern battle mechanics as I'm dubbing them, just because I have been so far. And the Abu Infinity, also with that combat update, every character basically has inherent attack properties that are resisted, enemies can be weak to. Basically your traditional elemental stuff, I guess, to give the combat a bit more punch to it. I guess we'll leave that on, again, because I've already been using it, and why not? I guess if I want to play through the game with the old mechanics at some point, I just play again and turn those off. Generic water bottle. I'm assuming that's another just, 15% PP, which, as we've shown in the first part, it is possible to actually not heal any PP off of something. He doesn't want to sleep in the bed because he won't get bed bugs, but he'll drink soda he finds out of the trash. A lucky rabbit's foot. Is that equipment? Yeah. I mean, I might as well. It's better than not having anything in that slot. So presumably now that I have Panda, I can press this down. Oh, I was right. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Great, another control slime will pull. Let me save my game first. Oh, we're definitely gonna save. True E? Okay, that's weird that it says that. I just realized that it said that. My name. Okay, we kind of already went over that when I got Panda. Okay. Really had to... He has to zoom in every time he climbs a ladder, even if he's only going, like, a couple of feet. Oh, okay. What? Huh? Did that reset the puzzle? That's weird. Oh, okay. How do what? I move, okay. Okay, I got it. Drop him over. Just with the... He just walks up to this bird and goes, he's ah! I've never seen a woman in my life! She narrows her eyes and looks at the young man standing there. He is so tall, she seems to be looking far overhead. Their eyes meet, the young man smiles. His smile is meant to show that he means no harm. Through the eyes of a high-flying dawn bird, we take into the scene from midair. From above, we see that we are intertwining organisms. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure this is the part where she's quoting that one book that came out like 5 years after this game is set, and that's like what they got accused of plagiarizing when they were just they were making an homage but doing it very poorly. Through the eyes of a high-flying dawn bird, we observe the pyramid of dimensional shift. Through the eyes of a high-flying dawn bird, we pretend to not see the eye of Providence. That thing? The Eye of Providence, in brackets, or the all-seeing Eye of God, end brackets, is a symbol showing an eye often surrounded by rays of light or glory, usually enclosed by a triangle. Like on the dollar. Why is he still, like, freaking the fuck out? Like, he's like, oh, yeah, like, on a dollar bill. Like, why is he, like... Okay. She's going back to her home planet, guys. They need her. I need what's in this trash can. And it's pizza and about $3.50. Okay.
I don't know what made me do it, but I poked the giant eye.
Okay.
The pyramid's tears seem to power the room. What the hell is going on here?
I don't know, man. Why would you do that? Who sees a giant eye and like a weird flesh pyramid and it's like, yeah, I need to just like get that. Are we gonna freak out again? Because it's an elevator? Okay. I don't really need to heal myself. I just healed. Hello? I saw someone in here. They're dangerous, that's for sure. Be on the lookout for a man with green eyes. Okay. Is that an enemy? Okay, yeah, it's a skull. Skull appears. Well, I'm just gonna use beatdown. Panda HP must be over 0. He's got 6 HP. And yeah, that blows everything. I'm good. Shit. I thought hitting red gives me another turn, but I guess not. Shit, I was trying to hit the red section and see if that just lets you dodge it outright. Cool. We found cheese and burger. We didn't find a cheeseburger. We found cheese, comma, burger. Sergeant Salty EP. Okay, I'm guessing that's just better. A grunge rock album. It's kind of bad. So it's so bad that it like lowers your luck, but it ups your strength. I guess since I have the Lucky's Rabbit's Foot, my luck is already like a lot higher than my strength. Let's just go with it. Oh shit, it's like discount Gengar. Yeah, might as well. Shit. Oh, let's see if I hit the red area if that just lets me dodge it. Okay, cool. I was like, there's a red section, it's gotta be like better. I was on fire with anger. What's with the fucking comments like every time they attack? Like this dude monologues so much he can't even stop when like shit's trying to kill him. Fights kind of take a while in this game. We do a fucking minigame for everything. We'll make it perfect for that. Yeah, this takes 3 hits. And this is the stronger LP. Okay, it's dead. $5 and a Caesar salad. Finding all sorts of food items, but there's really like not that many big differences. Oh, Panda, he just sits there. Is there any way to sort your inventory in this? Oh, triangle. But unless I'm missing something, there's nothing on here that tells you that. Okay. Wait, so a hamburger and then there's burger. What's the difference? But like, you have hamburger, but then you have burger. The Caesar salad heals a lot. I don't get it. Yeah, I know the thing wants to kill me, but I want to heal. And save, because you can never be too sure. Another control sign. I'm wondering. It's not like what else have I learned to do since the last time I saw this one? It's interesting how it's rat and rat B and not like rat A and rat B. I don't get it. Shit. At least just kill it. Oh yeah, it's weak to that at least. Rip. Oh well, at least I resist that. So do I even need to try to dodge it? No, I still take damage. Ouch. Oh, I got PP back. Does getting perfect give you PP back? It must. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do this again if I can. So like, when do I level up? It just feels bad earning experience and like not being able to do anything with it, and also like, you know, I can't make myself any stronger. Okay, we saw that sign earlier. At this point, like, I would hope you know how to open the menu, right? It'd be pretty bad if somehow you were bumbling along and didn't know how to do that. A shallow grave. You're too afraid to look beneath the surface. Only because the sign told me that. $5.50. Finding all this money, aside from the guy selling the zine, not a thing to spend it on. So cold in here, someone seems to turn off the sun. The cold is bad. Bad things happen in the cold. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is the fucking author's weird, creepy, fucking... Jeez. Sorry about that. Cops are going crazy. It's because I'm playing YIIK. They're gonna arrest my ass. But speaking of things that are, like, probably should have been illegal, basing a character off of a real-life tragedy was probably not the best idea in the world. New style network microphone with a Canon insignia. Tiny cage for trapping small animals. The metallic object emits a foul odor. It requires a combination. Shit, they won't even let me guess at it? That sucks. A shovel for digging up dirt. It appears as if the earth has been disturbed recently. Yeah?
Who's there? Dolly, is that you? Great, another person.
Did Alex look like a cat? I'm sorry.
Hey, I can leave if you'd like.
Me, when a woman approaches me, I'm just immediately, oh, fuck.
No, please stay. I've been pretty lonely here.
Where is here, anyway?
I was hoping you'd know. I've been lost down here forever.
Did you come through the elevator, too?
Elevator? I don't know what that is.
How do you not know what an elevator is?
Then, where did you come from?
He's just like, he's just more like over the fact that like she didn't arrive here the same way he did, rather than the fact that like this woman has no idea what an elevator is.
I asked, thinking it sounded nicer than, who the hell doesn't know what an elevator is?
Right, I'm sure that's what you were thinking about.
I came from here. Is there anywhere else? Anyway, I've been looking for my cat, Dolly. Have you seen her?
So the stupid thing was a girl? I just assumed it was a boy cat, seeing as how it had a spindly mustache. Although, now that I reflected on it, facial hair was not exclusive to male animals or male humans for that matter.
That whole second part was like completely unnecessary.
Is that the cat who looks like Salvador Dali?
You could have just been like, oh, I thought the cat was a boy.
I don't know who that is. My cat just looks like Dolly herself, not another cat named Salvador.
She didn't know elevators. I doubted she'd know her 20th century Spanish Catalan surrealist painters all that well either.
Okay, you just sound like a pretentious dick when you like put it that way.
I saw a cat earlier. He had a funny mustache and crazy eyes. Naturally, my description of her beloved feline was offensive to her. Clearly, this was a woman projecting a rather strong personality onto this cat. She took a deep breath and said quickly,
Or maybe it's just because you're awkward. Have you ever considered that, Alex?
My cat has a beautiful mustache and perfect eyes. I can't imagine we're talking about the same cat.
I mean, to be fair, they're both kind of weird. And again, just oh god, a woman approached me.
I wouldn't mind helping her find her cat. I told her we should move quickly and get out of this dank basement.
This is a basement?
I waited for a moment as she processed what I said.
It's like we're in fucking
She's a
space.
very difficult girl to read, especially without being able to see her face.
Huh? Are you not like looking
I
up
could tell
directly
something
at
was
her?
wrong. She really projected her opinions and feelings into the room, even without saying them.
How does he know all this?
What's wrong? I don't have to help. I just thought you could use an extra pair of cat hunting eyes.
It's not that. It's okay. Forget it.
Oh god, he's
Now,
getting
that's
closer.
lame. You can tell me anything. No judgment here.
Not sure how, considering like she's sitting in the tree.
No judgment. Great lie. I like a good liar.
Hey, I'm serious. I didn't mean anything by that.
It's not you. That wasn't fair of me. It's just... the world has used me so unkindly, I fear it's made me suspicious of everyone. Okay. For now, I choose to trust you. But I reserve the right to decide you're just as evil as the rest of the world in the future.
Sounds like a fair deal. My name's Alex. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sammy. But please call me Sammy.
She just let him, hey, just call me Sammy.
I don't know why I'm trusting you. I guess I always had a special spot for gingers.
Oh Jesus.
Hey, careful with that word. That is our word.
Oh my god. Seriously, that's our word? But you can call us Ginger though. Holy shit.
What do you mean, our word? You're weird, Alex.
Right, you're fucking autistic, bro.
Sorry, lame joke.
And this is coming from somebody who is like, bro. Cool. I'm not alone anymore. But she's even frailer than fucking Alex is. why is her fucking icon that? You're just anguished, screaming. Gosh, she's got no defense or speed. Lover of cats and other things, probably. Yeah. Probably gonna say she has no skill. Oh, she does have. Okay. Healing song. Recover to 100% HP. Overflows compared. So, okay. What does that mean? So, like, if I'm at, like, 75% health, and I get healed with that, I get healed, like, the 25% of my HP, and then, like, the 75% of my max HP is, like, converted into PP and then healed to my PP? Like, huh? How does that work? Revive and recover 20% of HP. Okay. But she's only going to be able to do one of those things before she's out. Oh, she's got nothing. I guess put the graphic T on her to give her some shore up her defense a little bit. I guess when you only have 1 point, like, adding 1 more point helps. Oh yeah, that's right. Where do I get the combination? Okay, I guess I just try to leave. Because it says it requires a combination and it won't even let me attempt it, so I guess I just need the combination. Okay, this is not where I entered. Oh, this is weird. Actually. Hello? What the hell is this? I'm sure he's not supposed to be floating like that. Oh god. What is going on? What is happening? Panda, please help me. Hold on, do I... Okay, I got the eye to open like really big. So you open one door and it goes like half. You open the other one and it opens full. Ah, okay. Interesting. It's like, I saw the treasure chest over here. Gold bracelet. I really want me to give that to Sammy, probably, but I don't think she's gonna stick around very long. Okay, I just have to follow the cat.
Dolly, where have you been? I'm so happy to have you back. Who's a good cat? You are. You are.
I can't even, like... We all have our moments of
Oh,
looking
I
at
should
cats.
probably tell you about Dolly. Dolly is a tool, much like your stuffed panda friend.
How does she know anything about Panda, other than the fact that I summoned him?
Use Dolly to fetch items and hit switches that are too far away for you to reach. Dolly can jump, so don't worry about her falling down any gaps. This will be useful, so make sure you try it. Okay, so shall we get out of here? Sorry about my house. I've been meaning to get someone in here to fix the power, but
Wait,
who has the
you
time
live
for
here?
that? I get so busy that little things like that get away from me. But that's normal, isn't it? You get used to the flaws in your own home. It's always confusing for guests.
I thought
my
you were
mother
trying to get
used
out of
have
here.
Everyone take their shoes off in the kitchen. Who does that? Oh no, I've become my mother. Oh, one last thing I should warn you about. I've got a roommate. His name is Wilhelm. Well, you'll see.
Okay. Kitty. Just throw the cat. Oh, shit, I didn't think it would just let me walk the fuck off. Okay. Oh, that stuns them so that you can't even trigger the fight, but I kind of want the experience. At some point I'll be able to level up, I mean... Oh, she does have a beat down, okay. Yes, use the key. Ouch. Ah, damn it. Oh, so they're all different. Okay. My name is in Skull B. Hope I can win on this turn. Okay, cool. Okay, so it is like Final Fantasy VIII. Whoever lands the finishing blow gets like an extra little shot of experience. What did I find there? Mini tag. Okay. So it's a MP restorative that restores like a negligible amount of HP. Okay, let me just deal with this and get what's in that chest. Probably beat down, just kill everything quick. Shit, I always mess that one up. Nice. So I got some PP back from that. Ouch. Yeah, I screwed that up. Awesome. Okay, just end it with this. He's dead. Found cheese and burger again. Not that I found a cheeseburger, but I found cheese and then a burger. Oh, chest. What am I doing? A graphic tee and a soda. I guess if you didn't find the camo armor or the camo shirt, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, am I not? Do I have to stand like the very edge? Okay, I think I figured this out. I'm gonna use this to go back. Alright, cool. Pizza and a couple bucks, I'll take it. Oh, why does it do that every time you climb? Like, they couldn't have just made the animation. Smelling salts. Because, yeah, they buy smelling salts at the vending machine. A BLT. So, okay, so there is a cheeseburger. Now includes a slice of cheese. Haha, which is so funny. Wait, can I buy multiple things at once? Okay. Probably just need a smelling. I have a buttload of other healing items that I haven't been using, but something that can revive people always comes in handy. You never know when you're playing an unbalanced RPG and there's just something that just like blows you up in one hit. Okay, I'm gonna take it that I probably can't open. Oh, howdy. Well, that's him. That's my roommate Willem. He doesn't really like it when I use the elevator, so he's probably in one of his moods. That's stupid fucking just like every time. It's about time he and I had a conversation about boundaries. Okay. He's already smoking, so... Oh. Ouch. Well, that's kind of poopy that he starts off like that. Level 15? The fuck? I'm level 1. And I haven't been able to level up at all. Actually. There we go. Because I can use Alex's turn to beat now and again. She can just heal him and give him PP. Oh my, seriously? I hit those. Oof.
Healing song.
Oh. Oh. They don't tell you anything about the GTs beforehand. Get him a body bag? The game just like, Sammy is dead, get him a body bag. Don't you mean her? Damn, even that only gave me one PP bag. Oh, that sucks. That did 1 damage? I don't really want to use the ambrosia if I can avoid it. Blues burger. As long as it gives me at least 2 HP. Fuck me, dude. These healing items are garbage. Who in their right mind is like, hey... Okay, now that I've, like, healed my PP back, you can use a turn to... There we go, okay. Alright, let's try this again and hopefully not fuck it up this time. Come on, just die. Okay, so auto-revive is a thing. Okay, cool. And they revive before the battle ends, so presumably they still get XP from that. No need to blow up at me like that. Honestly, I expected better of him. Can we go now? Okay. I just figured they'd put like a chest or something back over here. Outside of the camera view. We on the other side? No? Surprised they let you kick his parts around.
I am so happy we're almost out of here. This isn't really what I expected to be doing with my day.
No cut-ins?
Well, at least we found Dali. Imagine how much worse it would have been without her.
Right. So, where do you live? I'll walk you back home, or maybe I can borrow my mom's car and drive you.
Borrow my mom's car? This dude is in his mid-20s. Supposed to impress her.
What do you mean? This is my home. This is where I live.
What? You live in this shithole?
Wrong. You probably shouldn't have said
That's
that.
not very nice. I'd never call your house a crap hole because I have manners.
Oh, she's one of those girls that doesn't swear. Yeah, you gotta...
Ever
Look
heard
out
of
for
them,
them.
Alex?
Sorry. It's just not every day I meet a girl who lives in an old factory.
I don't see it that way. I almost feel as if the factory lives with me. As if
Okay.
the factory, just like Dali, is part of me.
The factory is part of you?
Wow, you're almost as dumb as you look. Of course, the factory isn't part of me. That's just weird.
At least other people hate this guy
But
too.
do you actually live here?
Yeah, just me and Dali. But usually Dali's better about keeping me company, you know? He's always just running off to God knows where.
Wait, I thought Dolly was a girl.
I reflected on her words. A mysterious girl who lived with her cat in an old steel mill. It was obvious to me that her words didn't contain the entire truth.
Bro, she's speaking nonsense.
Something about her compelled me. Pieces of her story started to fit together in my mind. Well, at least that's what I thought at the time.
Bro, you just saw a
I can
fucking
admit now,
moderately
this is
attractive
a
woman in
weird
glasses
fabrication
and you're
on my
fine.
part.
It's cool. You're just
In my
like,
head, her story went something like this.
thinking way too
Sarah
hard
was
now.
homeless. A runaway woman who was trying to escape hard times. Someone who had found refuge in her cat. Maybe the only thing left from her previous life.
I think you might be looking just a bit too far into this.
Somehow this felt right inside my head. But still, I could tell I was missing something. Her clothes were clean. Her breath was fresh. She was much more energetic than any homeless girl I'd ever known. Not that I had
So
known
she's
any.
probably not fucking homeless then.
The secret to what I was missing lay in her temperament.
Is that your hobby?
Is what my hobby?
Staring off into space and screwing up your face as if to say, what's going on inside my head is really important, so just let me think.
So everybody else is aware that he's just a pretentious dickhead
Yeah, I'll
too.
make that fit.
Now, don't make that face. Alex every 10 fucking seconds. Why does his teeth look like that?
Please, please don't touch me, not again. Let me be. You promised you wouldn't move me again. Please don't. Alex, Alex, don't let them take me, please.
Okay. Elevator girl goes missing. I know you can't see the trophy pop-ups because I'm blocking them. Great time for a trophy pop-up.
2 hours when she vanished from my sight.
Also, 2 hours, more like 20 minutes.
Sammy was gone for good. Swept away as if she'd never been there at all.
Good thing I didn't give her that bracelet.
Door into nothing. Into a different reality. Opened up and swallowed Sammy whole. At that moment, I couldn't think. I couldn't breathe.
Oh, it was so much. It's so bad. He had to take his glasses off for that.
All I could do was replay the scene of her being pulled into obscurity by nothing.
It wasn't nothing. I mean, I saw like a couple of dudes.
There 1 second and gone the next.
Oh, really? Thanks, game. Thanks for pointing out the fact that, like, the person who was forcibly fucking physically removed from my general vicinity is no longer in my party. Thanks for pointing that one out. I would have never guessed. Meow. Well, hey, at least I got the cat out of it. Oh, hey, it's, yeah. Birch beer? It's like root beer, but better. I mean, yeah, for like a few cents more, it restores like... But again, it's 5% more PP, and when you have single-digit PP, it's probably not even going to make enough difference to even round... Well, no, not round up, because this game doesn't round. You'd have to just be on the threshold to... Yeah, I'm rambling. Go away. Thank you for visiting. We want to thank you for your continued patronage. You're my favorite customer. Please come again soon. Alright. I guess I'll save. Does it sell the same stuff? No, it sells the old stuff. Just gotta check.
The calm night wind of springtime seemed to contrast the inner workings of my brain. I was moving on autopilot back towards my home.
I'm not moving on autopilot at all.
I felt as if I'd seen something that wasn't meant to be seen. As if the curtain lifted on reality and exposed the man upstairs. Like I just found out Santa wasn't real. Couldn't yet put into words what I knew understood. Something had changed inside of me. Pulsating through my veins was the energetic charge of irrevocable loss, all for a woman I didn't know. This feeling wasn't pure. It was cut with something I couldn't put my finger on at the time. I believe now that it was a profound sense that I had discovered something. Only problem was this something wasn't meant to be seen. In that moment, I was a child finding a magazine meant only for an adult's eyes.
He's comparing this to looking at porn, man.
I was both intrigued and repulsed, confused by the images spinning inside my head.
Alright. Something tells me that probably would have worked better had that just been a scripted thing, because I'm thinking, okay, the minute I leave the map, it's just gonna cut his monologue off. Actually, can I go back here? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't, but... Yeah. I just want to get to the point where I can, you know, level up. Just being stuck at level 1 kind of sucks. Like, of all the things to take from Final Fantasy XIII, the, oh, can't level up for the first few hours is one of the weirder ones, but... Alright. Oh, there's a treasure chest up there. Two cheesed burgers. Do people have anything different to say at night? They probably won't even come out and say anything, will they? Nope. I mean, I don't know what time it is in the universe. I don't know what time it is, you know, IRL. It's just over 2 in the afternoon when I'm recording this. Well, I guess all I can do is go home. Wait, what the fuck? Can I help you?
How did I not see it? It was already broken.
Huh? Okay, someone want to explain to me what the fuck this is? And why dude's just chilling here and, like, this is the one time Alex isn't, like, freaking the fuck out when there's, like, some weird fucking alpaca thing with a giant fucking sword outside of his house. Nah, dude doesn't have anything to fucking say about that. But a nerdy looking chick acting a little weird around him, like, no, that's sign for concern. Okay, it's giving me the I thought it would let me pick up the basketball. Don't give me the, hey, you can do something, and then don't let me do something. That's just, you're just being a dick. Okay, I guess go to Alex's house, right? Just try to sleep with the weird friggin' thing. Reflect. Good. I actually forgot to explore the backyard. I was going to, oh, I guess I can't. I guess I need to reflect first.
When I arrived home, tired, confused, and out of breath, I tossed my things on the floor.
What
Made my way to
things?
the couch.
Not all the food you're carrying?
My mother still wasn't home yet. I wasn't surprised. She often worked late right before her company released a new product. My mother, a 49-year-old, short, red-headed woman, was an information
bobbing up
systems
and down
program
so
analyst
much.
for Pacific China,
Like-
the West Coast's leading telecommunications provider. Her job, ironically located on the East Coast, worked her harder in 1 year than most jobs work people in a decade. This job paid well.
Damn, does this woman ever get any rest?
Without it, my sister and I would have never gotten through college. I left school debt-free thanks to the backbreaking mental labor of my mother.
Damn, and you still talk so much shit about her too.
You have mail.
Oh, I have mail? Alright. Alright. I guess log onto the computer, since the game's telling me I have mail. From missing person at X Studios. Yeah, very clever. Alex E99. So did he only just like make this email account like this year?
There was a moment of apathy where I almost didn't click the link. The last thing he sent me that was allegedly scary turned out to be a picture of two elephants locked in the throes of passion. I sighed and clicked the link. The file was 2.9 megabytes. In the dark room, the monitor was hurting my eyes. I rubbed them and waited for the file to load. I thought of all the things could be. More animal porn, human porn, cartoon porn.
What is it with this game sudden obsession about talking about porn every other fucking line?
Pornographic. Maybe a girl from my high school was now into adult videos and was doing some particularly unladylike things.
He's how many years removed from high school and he's still thinking about that?
While the video loaded, I thought of all the girls I had gone to school with who might be involved in such activities.
Okay.
All the girls that came to mind neither had the looks nor the motivation to
Jesus.
become an adult filmmaker.
God damn, so he's basically saying, yeah, all the women I know are either not attractive or they're lazy. Dude, get massive incel vibes here.
I gave up. I just
I gave up, bro! It, like, okay, and this is all while a 3 megabyte file is downloading. Like, I know internet file transfer speeds were kind of slow. Well, were a lot slower back then, but like, Jesus Christ, man. Dude had this time to think of like all the fucking girls that he knows is like, not attractive enough, too lazy and unattractive. Like, dear God.
When the file had finished downloading, I waited with fading patience for my computer to open it in QuickTime.
Oh, I hope you paid Apple for that. For the QuickTime reference, shit. Whew! Just gotta make sure people know that, like, dude, this is totally the 90s, right?
Finally, it was loaded.
Girl gets on the elevator and some weird shit happens. Anyone know details? I just saw this on the IRC. Click here for EG video I got from screen grabs from the best parts. So, like, who recorded this? And then, presumably this is, like, security footage from the elevator? But then, how did this, like, leak out? Who sent this somewhere? Holy shit, which IRC was this one? It was on It was on Anonymous 10 minutes before I posted it. Still trying to find an origin. Watched it a few times, and I guess I'll be the first guy to ask, what the fuck is outside the door? What the fuck is wrong with our eyes? Just what the fuck? Anyone know if this is real? Is it from a movie? Can't find or deny if it's from a movie, but if it is, it's probably Japanese or something. Oh, that's racist. However, I think the frame rate, stationary camera, and unattractive woman makes me think it's at least homie. Damn, I mean, I didn't think she would, like, not that I'm, like, judging the fucking attractiveness level of a fucking cartoon drawn woman, but, like, she's fairly normal. Like, I wouldn't say unattractive. What are the attractiveness standards in this universe? Because apparently Alex doesn't know any attractive women either. I don't know if I'd call her ugly. Anyone find a name yet? Anyone notice that there appears to be frames missing? Watch the timeline. You'll see it skip to whatever frame to whatever frame. I'm not fucking reading that. Anyone else having a hard time viewing the video? Did you download it? Hey, I was reading that. There are nine replies yet. No one is drawing attention to the fucking star monsters at the corner of the frame. Serious, guys? What the fuck is this from? From a security camera, obviously. I thought maybe let you read all the comments before they kick you out. It's actually like the most like somewhat realish looking conversation I've seen in this game so far. Hold on. I was reading that. Oh, apparently there's a lot of shit on here I can read. Okay. There's no way this is real. Simply no way. I don't know. Kind of want it to be real. Lol. LOL. The truth is out there. I too want to believe. Welcome to Onism 1999. Welcome, guests. I am Veriformer, co-founder of the Onism 999 forum. Onism is a group that was founded to discuss things that you aren't allowed to discuss in public. The topic that makes hair crawl on the back of your neck. The discussions that make you feel like there's an ethereal presence just beyond the periphery of your vision. Conspiracies, the occult, and the supernatural. We are the ones that think thoughts that society doesn't want us to think. Together, we'll surf the astral waves and discover the hidden meanings of life. I'm happy you decided to take this journey. Your life will never be the same. Okay. Calamel Quest logs. Why Onism is important and why we created it. From Chrono Crossed. Didn't Chrono Cross come out in like 2000? Maybe 2001 in the States? But yeah, we got the fucking Chrono Cross reference, alright. The world can be a lonely place. Sometimes we have to pretend to be people that we aren't, just to convince others to keep us company. I think that's tragic, but it's the reality of being a subnormal human. For some, our thoughts can be weird and divisive. There are things we know to be truth that others will never be able to see as fact. There are only so many times people can laugh at you for searching JFK assassination every night before you start to feel like a pervert for having an interest in the unexplained. Well, when I met Veriformer in IRC chat, I had a blast discussing the afterlife, ghosts, and other conspiracies. I finally felt like myself. I was me, and I was proud of who I was and the things that interested me. But still, I couldn't be honest with my friends about what I searched for online. That very night, Veriformer and I decided to start coding Onism 999. Glad to finally have a place for us weirdos to hang out. Ghost in the floppy disk. From expensive dick. We finally got a CDR last week, but when I put it in, I couldn't figure out how to fit it in without taking out the A drive. So I took that out. Only problem is last night I wanted to play Doom, and I installed it for Roller Coaster Tycoon. Again, did Roller Coaster Tycoon, was that out in 99? Someone's gonna have to quote me on that. I didn't want to uninstall that because it took so long to install in the first place. So I was driving outside when I see an abandoned computer on the side of the road. So I take it, open it up, not bad specs, 24 megabytes memory, 30 megabyte hard drive, and a video card that I couldn't quite figure out what it was. So I had opened it up to figure out the specs. So I decided to stick the floppy drive. Okay. So when I get it all set up, I find my Doom floppy and insert it and get the strangest, and then the strangest fucking thing happens. I shit you not, blood, dark and shining, comes pouring out from the bottom of the computer. I started screaming. My parents came in and they start looking at me like I'm crazy. I eventually calmed down and explained to them what happened. They told me I had to stop lying, and they took my computer away for a week. So I was pretty depressed. When I went back in the room to sit at the desk and pretend to be playing on it, I noticed in the trash can. I noticed the trash can. So I walked over to it, and look what I found. Look at all that blood. Image removed my mods. Dude, that's so gross. No one wants to see that shit. Not even funny, but I got to see tampons, which were an expensive dick's sister, 10 out of 10. How are you posting this if they took your computer away? My virgin eyes, I'll never forgive you, expensive dick. Lol. Jesus Christ, the fucking elastic closure's fucking response there. Like, what is it with this game's sudden upset? Yeah, I'm just not even gonna get into it. Weird game a QT's brother made. Like, QT is in like a cutie, like a girl, or like QT is like, hold on. Veriformer. I've been seeing this girl. Okay, gotcha. She isn't my girlfriend yet, but I'm working on it. She's cool, but her family is really weird. They don't really talk when I go over to her house. Her brother has something wrong with him. Some form of autism, I'd guess. She tells me her brother is really into making computer games, and I said that it was cool, trying not to come off as really impressed, although I was. That's weird. Why would, like, if you're really impressed about something, why would you try to come across as you're not impressed? Alright. Apparently he wants to make a game that feels like the game itself is possessed by a spirit. I didn't really know what that meant. A few months go by, still not much like with the girl, but enjoying her platonic company. So on Wednesday the girl invites me over to play the game, and we boot it up on his computer. Game runs from DOS, graphics are shit, but there was something there. Something that cut really deep. In the game, nobody else knows that your character is under a curse except for him. The game opens with a bold white text on the screen, "You have been cursed." The curse is super weird because you wouldn't expect it to really be that big of a deal. Whenever you go to pick up a phone in game, you hear this screaming hiss in your ear. It was really cool. The kid had set it up so that it only came out of one speaker. Felt really realistic. Everyone in town is afraid of your uncle because they all know he haunted by a rambunctious ghost, but when you get into a fight with your uncle who's raising you, the ghost comes out and curses to you. Your character's rival is trying to stop a mer person who wants to end an old feud with the town's mayor. You know, the only way to break the curse is to get the ghost to move over to the mer person. Only thing is, your rival will likely kill him before you get it to him. Every time you try to leave your home to continue the quest, people keep calling you on your telephone and you can't hear what they're saying because they're just screaming that hiss at you. Hiss, hiss, hiss. And this is where it gets really interesting. Ordinary people can't know that your character had a child with a giant dragon hunter. Only a select few know that your character can sense spirits. Eventually this town starts to suspect that your character is having an affair with an ethereal being, and things get really crazy. I finished playing the game. It was about 35 minutes long, and I realized I had broken out in a cold sweat. I haven't been able to stop thinking about the game. So anyway, I go home, plan on calling the girl later that night, but when I go to pick up the phone, I swear I hear that hiss. It's really faint, but my heart starts racing, and then I can't call her. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And now every time I hear the phone ring, I panic. Of course, I know the game wasn't possessed or anything like that, but the anxiety it created was real. I'm going to try to call her soon and see if he's really cool with me putting it up on the site. I think you guys would really like it. Annual headed. The game sounds really cool. I hope you get to post it soon. Keep us updated. Sorry you didn't get any action, Veriformer. Reliable false. Well, I'm pretty spooked. Has the hissing gone away? Yeah, hissing went away. I called her and she said she'd ask her brother. I'll update you guys if she ever gets back to us. Okay. Strange behavior by my roommate. Super bee pudding. I think my roommate may be possessed. Like, seriously. I came home and I find him kicking my cat. My beautiful, wonderful, perfect cat. So I ask him what in the name of all that is holy is wrong with him, and he just starts screaming at me. Words I couldn't understand. I think it was Latin. As far as I know, he doesn't speak Latin. So, what do you guys think? How likely is that he's possessed by Satan? Novel granola. Is that all he did? Scream in Latin and kick your cat? Fucked up, but not really a sign of possession. Did his head spin, or did he vomit up any weird juices? He's been really late on his rent lately, and he's built this very weird altar in his closet to the almighty US dollar. He became very depressed because his coworkers all died in a tragic freak accident that may or may not have been his fault. I think he murdered them all. The fuck? What kind of freak accident? He worked in a lab doing research, and then some seal or something broke and everyone died except for him. It was traumatizing. I think the trauma from the event caused his soul to become broken so he could have his soul entered by the devil. Thoughts, guys? What? Not totally supernatural, but what do you consider to be the best single piece of evidence for the existence of Bigfoot, UFOs, ghosts? If you could have proof of one, which would it be? Ghosts seems to have the most proof. People have believed in them for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Human beings don't just make stuff up like this. There's always a basis of fact, even in the lies. I don't really want to think there's proof for any, but that's why a place like this exists. We want to believe, and we do. I can feel that there's something out there that connects us all, you know? So if I put out feelers in the universe, I can start to find things like ghosts, missing people. I'm hoping one day to get good enough that I can locate people. Confirmation bias is certainly a problem on this forum, but that's part of the one. There are indeed unidentified objects, not aliens, not interdimensional crap, not ghosts, not any of the supernatural fiction, as simple as it can be said. We don't know what it is, and when we can't explain it, we can't study it. Therefore, it's outside the realms of science, and it's up to us to try and understand it. Smiley face. As for UFOs, I think the ones reported by commercial pilots and the military hold a lot of water. Some really amazing stuff. Last summer I went out to Roswell. It was truly unbelievable. How was that not capitalized? I hung out with a bunch of people and we all exchanged stories about things we saw in the sky. And man, I could feel that it was real. Down to more core. Ghosts have a nice amount of proof too. Ghosts, we call them, spirit, and I have extraordinary first-person evidence. I have had visions, full-on contact, and demonstrations. The brain is powerful. It can tap into the world between worlds, the afterlife, if you will. It is sensitive to image induction or visualizations originating from another source, such as a different entity. The more open-minded you are, the more you can feel the ghosts are out there. Be open-minded, and you'll feel them too. At Reliable False, amen, brother. Ghosts are real. The dead aren't gone forever, and they never will be. Psychic energy. AKA quintessentience, the consciousness that fills 89% of the universe. Thanks to this and evolution, one day offspring will be able to travel the universe. One day our offspring will be able to travel the universe, if not the multiverse, by thought alone. What I'm about to explain is how telekinesis works. It's just a matter of evolution. Helix waves, the energy put forth by strong and focused thought, have the potential to initiate a fundamental paradigm shift in the very nature of our reality. They are the missing link between mind and matter. This is the missing link of what binds physical to the unphysical. Once scientists finally acknowledge the existence of helix waves, things never thought possible will happen. Problem is, they're afraid of validating the perspectives of mystics and occultists, my kind of people. Various researchers consider helix waves as being synonymous or identical with consciousness itself. This means once scientists start studying this, we could possibly meet other versions of ourselves in the multiverse. Since helix waves are a fundamental and defining force of the cosmos, we can see how consciousness is also consciousness. Start. Since helix waves are a fundamental and defining feature of the cosmos, we can see how consciousness has a real and detectable force which can act on the environment both locally and remotely. Suddenly the notion of something like psychokinesis is not so paranormal. Helix waves are stronger in some than others. It is very possible that due to natural selection, we will soon be able to use it on a widespread basis. Sure, some people, maybe even from onism users, can use it. And if you guys get laid and produce fertile offspring, natural selection will bring it out. Sorry I fucked up there. I'm just having to read like a lot of fucking metaphysical bullshit out loud because I'm sure most of you aren't going to want to like read this or pause it or whatever. Very interesting. So, do you have any basis for the existence of helix waves? I did a quick internet search and couldn't find anything other than this post. Do you have any more information about this? I'm sorry, I should have explained myself. I got it all from this paper, Nalia El Amin. She's a scientist from the Middle East who is studying the multiverse and astral projection via helix waves. Do you have a link to her research? I searched her name and she doesn't seem to exist. Maybe in your multiverse? Not mine. Lol. Okay. Consciousness is omnipresent. There's this theory that when electrons are split into two, it will reach the first screen it travels through both slits simultaneously. It then interferes with another version of itself that exists within the same place, thereby causing a wave effect on the wide screen. In quantum physics, this is called the principle of non-locality, where something exists in two places at one time. It is not restricted to one location in time and space, but it becomes omnipresent. What if our souls are like this? What if there are multiple versions of ourselves out there? What if this entire message board is just one person talking to themselves from a bunch of different realities. I keep thinking about the double slit experiment and the name of the experiment I was talking about above. The results we get are a strange beyond normal explanation, and I can't get it out of my fucking head. Could it be that everything in the universe is ultimately energy, and energy is influenced by mind? All of existence is fundamentally an unlimited quantum field of energy and a sea of infinite possibilities waiting to happen. This is the nature of reality. Thoughts, guys? This is fantastic. I've been trying to explain the double split screen experiment. How the double split screen experiment shows that our thought influence waves into particles, how just looking at something can influence it. This is proof that our thoughts can influence the very nature of reality. I'm glad someone drew the same conclusion. It's only a matter of time until science comes around to this metaphysical aspects of consciousness. Just by discussing this, we are driving our minds into the fourth dimension. It couldn't be any more obvious that neither of you understand the double slit experience. You are projecting a bunch of shit onto it that doesn't actually matter. This really shouldn't be on Unism, since this website is about the occult and the supernatural, not shitty pseudoscience. I guess while I'm here, I'll give you guys a little science lecture. First, it's a photon, not an electron. Do you know the difference? If you don't, go back to middle school. Second, it splits into two halves. Each half goes through one of the slits, then recombines on the other side, like a drop of water. None of that metaphysical bullshit you made up. Matter does not appear only when observed. That's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Retards, do us all a favor and go kill yourself, you fucking loser. Well, good thing if I plan on monetizing this video, this is occurring like well over an hour in, because holy shit. Harsh Words by Fertile Boogeyman. I didn't realize that was his fucking screen name. Fertile Boogeyman. Harsh Words by Fertile Boogeyman. But he is right. You're not actually paying attention to what the experiment is really about. You have your own ideas that you're trying to force into scientific bag. Okay. Car accident from when I was a child. By bare necessity. My first experiment with the supernatural occurred when I was a child. Back when my dad was healthy enough to drive, he would take me and my sister for long rides on the countrysides and to the beach. We'd rarely get out of the car, but that wasn't the point. When we were on the road, we were able to think clearly and leave behind a lot of our problems. We even stopped fighting when we went for these drives. One day my mom and sister decided to stay home while we went for our drive, and I'm glad they did. We got into a really bad accident on the parkway. A drunk driver plowed into the side of our car. Back then, no one talked about buckle safety, so I went flying into the front of the car, and it was really messy, and my dad and I were upside for a really long time. Don't you mean upside down? I feel like a lot of these are just missing words. For a really long time, just waiting for help to come. Too injured to move. We heard yelling, knocking on the car, and two men were standing there. My vision was really screwed up, so I couldn't really see what they looked like, but I could feel something strange about them. Something powerful, but friendly. They told us we'd be okay, and then I realized the car was filling up with water, or maybe it was gas? We couldn't tell. My dad and I started screaming, but they told us we'd have to remain calm. That's what we did, or we at least tried to. The men started moving outside the car, and then it was over. The collar was turned up front, completely dry, and my dad and I were both back on our seats, and my buckle was on. We got out of the car and started to check the car for damage. Everything was completely fine. Everything except a big cut across my dad's forehead, an identical one across mine. It's scarred over, and it's really ugly, so I wear my hair long now because my mom says no woman would ever find it attractive. Jesus Christ. If they could see it. Sorry, the scrolling is just really weird. We drove back home, being really careful, and a mile before our exit, we saw a crash that was exactly like the one we just experienced. My dad and I talked about it in complete disbelief. We decided to never tell Mom, so after years of keeping it a secret, I decided to share it with you. Okay, they never shared it with the mom, but the mom knows the son, or whatever, has, like, a fucking nasty scar that he's got to wear his hair long... Huh? So I decided to share it with you. I often lay awake thinking about the two men who saved us. My grandmother would say that they were probably angels, but I'm more inclined to believe they were extraterrestrial. So if aliens do read these forums, I would like to believe they do. Thank you guys for saving me and my dad that day. It was a serious bro move. I had a similar experience once. I don't have anyone who can back it up, though, like your dad. I was riding on a bike in the woods on my way to school back in the 80s when I hit a rock, flipped over, and rolled down a rocky hill, severely injuring me in the process. I blacked out and woke up to two figures, each with one hand on me, telling me to be strong and to accept the things I can't change. I started to scream as I realized I was in the river and I was submerged in the water. I stopped panicking just like they told me, and I was lifted from the water. I told my family the story, and they didn't believe me. I was only 11 when it happened, so I guess I can't really blame them. I don't know if I imagined it, but ever since then, I have had an interest in the supernatural. I wonder if there could be a connection between the two who saved me and the two who saved your dad. Friendly aliens traveling the world, saving stupid kids from getting into accidents? That'd be really cool if it were real. I swear we make a thread like this once a week, but I can't help but be compelled by seeing everyone's first experience with the surreal. I never shared my story, but I think today is as good as any to do so. When I was a kid, I had an obsession with computers. I still do. Dad had this word processor with a tiny screen, one you could see maybe 10, 15 words at a time. And he'd work on it, and when he was done, I was allowed to use it. So I started writing stories. I don't really remember what they were about, but they were pretty stupid. One day, I started a ghost story. I remember how it goes, and it was pretty bad. The Incandenza family appeared to be ordinary people during the day-to-day life, but when photographed, they looked distorted. On St. Patrick's Day of 1992, the family was photographed at a local parade. Is photographed at a local parade. When it is published in the newspaper, they're missing faces. The next day, the family moves out, and the people in town start talking about how weird they were. Some kids decide to break into the house and see if they left anything. They did, in fact. An old toy piano. After trading some cards for the toy piano, the main character acquires it from the kids who stole it. They say it's haunted, but he's too logical to believe in that. Or so he thinks. Refusing to believe in the superstition, Mike starts to play the toy piano. But he's never played a note in his life, and yet beautiful music starts coming from the toy piano. A collage of images flash into his mind. A giant hamster balancing on a tiny navigator, an old newspaper headline about a hit-and-run accident, a hooded rabbit ranting about minorities, Bill Clinton in a drinking well located in a deserted place. He looks down at his hands and he's breaking out in spots. He realizes that the curse of the peculiar piano is true and calls in his lover, a senior called Alexandra, to help him. They're talking, and she reveals that she is one of the Incandenzas. Alex examines the piano and willingly submits herself to the curse. She finds that the same visions flash before his eyes. She finds the giant hamster balancing on a tiny navigator particularly chilling. Mike and Alex pursue a quest to uncover the meaning of the visions, starting with a search for the hooded rabbit. Will they be able to stop the curse before their time is up? I don't think I ever wrote an ending for it. But the next day, it was my cousin's birthday, and we had the party at our house. And guess what? We had an ice cream cake shaped like a rabbit, and he was gifted a toy piano. I got really freaked out, and I went for a walk and fell into a poison ivy tree, and I got a really bad rash, just like the one from the story. I started running and came across a well in the middle of the woods. The next day, I met a neighbor whose name was Alex. Ever since then, I thought I had power. I realized that writing things and believing them can make them true, which caused me to be terrified of my own thoughts and the power that they had. As time had gone on, I believed in it less and less, but I'm still interested in the supernatural for various reasons. Jesus, that's a mouthful. Okay, I got 2 of these left, and then I can cut this into another part. Phantom vibrations in my pocket. I've been experiencing a strange phenomenon. Phantom vibrations in my pocket. Now, I've got a cellular phone that I use for business, and it stays on the vibrate mode, but even when I'm not carrying it, which is whenever I'm not at work, I still feel it vibrating in my pocket. I reach in my pocket, tap the spot where it would be, and there's nothing there. The vibration feel is so real. Has anyone experienced this? Interesting. I don't own a cellular phone, but I can imagine the sensation. My father, back when he had a job, used to carry a beeper, and we'd hear the beep and know it was time for him to leave. So my dad got injured on the job and has been on welfare for 5 years. His job took the beeper back, but sometimes we still hear it beep in his pocket, and he'll turn out his pants pockets, coats pockets, sweater pockets, and they'll be empty. It's pretty spooky. My dad is also an adopter of the cellular phone. He works for a phone company, so he's carrying. I've warned about the potential radiation side effects and about the potential the phone could have for spying, but he still insists on carrying one. Could it be possible that there are paranormal side effects as well? He's also reported these phantom vibrations. What is a cellular phone other than a radio? Radios have been the most viable options for picking up vibrations from the paranormal for ages. Maybe the advanced technology in the cellular network amplifies what radios can already do. Interesting. If the cellular phone was somehow able to pick up on the extraterrestrial or the supernatural, is there anyone out there who may be trying to contact you? Have any relatives passed on recently, or are you in government work? This is really interesting. My work offers cellular devices to everyone on the management track, which I'll be getting next month. I've always been perceptible to the paranormal, so I'm expecting to experience this phenomenon quickly. Is it possible when you're feeling it, there's another you out there in the multiverse receiving a phone call? Fantastic theory. If the cellular phone is actually amplifying the supernatural, it's possible that it's picking up some sort of sonic wave created by another dimension. At Veriforma, my only issue is that this theory is that he's reporting the phantom vibrations he's not in possession of his phone. If it happened when his phone was on him, I'd be more likely to accept the fact that it's from the great beyond. That is, unless carrying the phone has made him more in tune with the supernatural. Do you ever wish you just disappear? This will be my first post on Onism. I'm very excited to have found this group. Sometimes I can't help but hate this life. The monotony of the repetition of the You'll have to forgive me. I've been reading these out loud. I've been reading out loud for the last 10-20 minutes. And it's not the easiest thing to do when you're not prepared for it. And you gotta do it a lot. The monotony of the repetition of the cyclical cycles of the ordinary, and some of these posters are written fucking terribly, just in the wording, are really starting to take their toll, or something like that. I don't know what any of this means. I just know that I feel it in my bones, and it's all one giant spiraling circle, and it's all the same again and again every single day, and I don't like it anymore. Wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep, wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep, wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep, wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep, wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home for dinner, cry yourself to sleep, wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep, every day. So I've been thinking, there has to be a way to leave it all behind, to just get away from it all. I think I found it. Late at night, in the twilight hours, between crying myself to sleep and waking up, I can feel myself floating above my body. And I know it would just be so easy to leave it all behind, and I start to move away. First through my walls, then I'm in my attic, and then I'm floating above my house. And I can see everything. I can see everything. I can see through my neighbors' homes, into all the tiny apartments, and I'm really high up now, and then just when I'm about to touch the stars and I think of my cat alone in my bed, well, not alone because he's on top of my body that's still in my bed, and then I'm back in my bed. I'm awake, I'm trying to get out of bed, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep. Wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, come home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep. Wake up, feed the cat, kiss the cat, go to work, have a lunch break, go home, make dinner, cry yourself to sleep. Wake up, feed the cat, go to work. Holy shit. And then I found this site. My coworker told me about it. He's nice and I like him. He's got good glasses and a nice smile. He says that this site helped him when he got really bored and was looking for some answers. Do you guys ever have experiences like this? Have you ever left your body? Hi, Super Bee Pudding. Welcome to Onism. I'm one of the mods here. Glad to hear we're all able to offer you some solace in your time of need. I think what you've stumbled upon in here is lucid dreaming. It's when you're asleep and you become aware that you're dreaming, then you can control everything, provided you don't wake up. Probably subconsciously, your desire to escape is coming through the form of a reoccurring dream. And then you wake control and you stop to float away. Lucid dreaming is a fantastic way of escaping the stresses of your daily life, but it can be really addicting, so be careful. If the feelings continue, you should consider getting professional help. There are good self-help and psychology forums in the links section at the bottom of the page. Check it out sometime. Thanks, Veriformer, for the advice. I'm not entirely sure if what I'm experiencing is lucid dreaming or not, because I'm pretty aware of being awake before it happens, and I've just lost my thoughts thinking about getting away and how little I have left to care about, and then it starts to happen. The first started happening when I was a student, but I never got farther than my bedroom because it's just so scary to think about leaving my cat. Do you have any other theories as to what's happening? To me, it sounds like a lucid dream, but there's also the possibility that it's astral projection. I've read about people who can separate their minds from their bodies and explore the earth as a spirit. Maybe that's what you've tapped into. I'd be curious to see if you can successfully do it in the middle of the day. Consider trying it in the afternoon and report back. Holy shit. So that was a lot. And I can't hit the monkey. I can't spank the monkey. Holy shit. That was a lot to fucking read. And somehow the tone of all that dialogue is just, I don't know, a bit more interesting of what the actual game has to offer. Holy crap, though. That was a lot to friggin' read. But with that, I think that's a good place to stop for now. Meet you back in part 3, and I guess we'll get on the rest of this night and figure out what's going on in the world tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.